Hey guys, you're watching Soundwaves TV. I'm so excited. We've got on with us a brand new band to me. Maybe you've already heard of them and they're so funky cool. Black Magic Flower Power. I have to say it a little bit slow or my tongue will get twisted and then I'm screwed. I've got Ryan and Jeffrey on the line. What's up, boys?
Just hanging out with you.
You guys are the coolest looking guys I think we've ever had on Soundwaves TV.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
just with the chops and the hair and the tats, and you're like laying back with the American flag behind you. You just like, you spill out, you ooze coolness.
Well, thank you. Wow. To say to that.
We're just hanging in the desert.
Yeah, we're just in the desert. So
so you guys are in the Sonoran Desert, is that right?
yes.
Okay, so tell everybody exactly where that is, because I Googled it myself, but you guys explain where you are.
It's kind of like right outside of Tucson, Arizona, like by the mountains.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to see it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see some desert landscape. Oh, wow. It actually looks beautiful. Is that a pool you just passed by there?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's how we stay sane.
yeah, I think everyone has a pool in this area.
Yeah, I think you have to. That's the only way you can actually live. How hot is it right now?
104.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Nope.
Just to give you a little bit of difference, I'm in Pacifica on the coast by San Francisco, and it's about 66 today.
We know. I've been to Pacifica. It's actually, that is a beautiful place. Pacifica is like a little secret.
It is. It's the little hidden jewel, and everyone thinks it's foggy all the time, and just let them think that, because we're fine.
Yep.
It's like a cold Hawaii. But I just have to tell everybody, you guys, you're so freaking cool. If I was like going through the info and on your website, like doing my little research, and I came across two terms that I was like, that's hilarious. Stoner disco and desert boogie. And I was like, those two things are something that I've never heard before. And it totally is accurate. Like, I figured you guys by your name might be like rock and roll, but no, you're all the things. You're like disco, pop, like psychedelic rock and funkiness and a little bit of everything. Where do you guys get your inspiration from? There's like, it's everything from like Prince, like Prince is in there. It's weird. It's awesome.
Definitely some Prince and, a lot of disco, Bee Gees, a lot of funk, funkadelic, and Bootsy Collins, and then mixing in the 80s, and that's 80s new wave, and then plus 80s house. Like, I'm really into like 80s house music. I like the four on the floor feel of disco and house. It's very
the movement of it.
Yeah, it makes you want to move, and
I think we were motivated by trying to not do what's already been done.
Yeah. Well, you've mission accomplished there for sure. I have to say, whatever, I was listening to a song, it had Sex Machine in it. I think it was Funky Town Sex Machine. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I was listening to that song and I was dancing, as you do to your music, in my kitchen today. And this is weird and random, but Quentin Tarantino, if you're listening, I like had this like drug montage of a Quentin Tarantino movie in my head.
it feels like you're getting our vibe.
Good.
Like,
Okay.
I'm the T.
Really?
Things we say. We're trying to make a soundtrack for Quentin.
Seriously, well, you really need to get your people to get a hold of him, because it's like.
Can you make a phone call?
Yes, I have a connection to Hollywood, so don't worry. I'll make.
Help us out. We'll give you a cut.
All of a sudden, I'm your agent. I love how this worked out for me.
It's so easy.
I know, right? It's the truth, though. Like your music gives off a vibe, but I don't know who's doing your like marketing or branding or imaging, but they're a genius too. Like, you guys have the whole kit and caboodle, which is also really hard to do. It's one thing to have great music and really interesting music, but then to marry it along with an online marketing look. And I hate to say that, because musicians are like, we're musicians, we're not marketers. Like, but it is important because there's so much noise on the internet these days that
Agreed.
You really have to stand out. You have to stop people from scrolling. You know what I mean?
I think it's all natural. Because it's just like 70s, 80s influence. So it's like, beyond just the music, it's kind of like living in trying to actually be there and be truly inspired by that era. So it's not, I don't think it's like an intentional marketing scheme. Mm-hmm. It's just what we're into. All of us are really into that idea, and it seemed like a great time in history and a really fun time. And even the way people dress was fun. And we're just trying to keep fun, I guess, in music. And I'm not saying music that can't be serious, but our camp is trying to have fun. Life is short, so we like smiles. So we're trying to really embrace that idea.
Yeah. Well, it's good to keep your attitude like that. Attitude, I think, is everything. And looking for the good right now is all we can do, and finding the silver linings. So the fact that you're, in there getting creative and trying to make people smile right now, because God knows we need that more than ever.
No despair.
No matter what's happening, it's almost meant to be happening. So you embrace and you try to find the good in it. And no despair, as Ryan said, and if you can do that, you'll find the path you're supposed to be on, even when you thought it was supposed to be something different. Yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense.
1,000% it makes sense. All right, so should we get to the video? I'm excited for everybody to see what we've been talking about.
Are you going to play the video live on the air?
Yeah.
Right on. So this is like a kind of a premiere then.
It is a premiere. We call it our Power Pick of the Week.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's like a real special thing to us. When we find something as cool as this, we slap that label on it. So it's Soundwaves TV Power Pick of the Week. It's called Hurricane by Black Magic Flower Power, right here on Soundwaves TV. Thanks for being here, guys. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care.
Take care.